So, welcome back to the podcast.
Welcome.
Blokes talking footy. Love to see it. Week 2, Mitchie. It's already here. Huge.
Huge. Big week in footy.
Big week in footy, and it's an alright start in the podcast.
It has.
We'll take it.
That's it. Keep on. People found it.
Yeah. 20 odd people.
Been found.
Yep, been found. It's great concrete to build on.
That's it.
We'll take it. So, best segment first, as always. Weekly review, 2 things that you liked. Would you want to start us off again, mate?
I'll let you go this week. I'll be honest. Share around, share the love.
So I'm going Cats first this week. Too patchy for me. Love them, but I had a couple of positives I could have drawn on. But too patchy. That first quarter was brilliant. The use of the corridor. That third quarter, they all just killed, mate. It was hard to watch. And yeah, nah. Too patchy for mine, but yep, they're going to really have to improve on that for me. And the other one, Suns, the top 8 killers.
Yeah. They're big.
They've won 4 games this year. 3 of them have been Freo, Carlton and the Swans.
Carlton are a very good football team.
So are Freo, mate. And so Swans are up there as well.
That's it. 3rd, 4th, 5th.
3 very capable teams. So that's big. That is huge from the Suns. I did have another one, but I'm going with the Suns.
So if you're going with the Suns, can I ask you a question there? At what point do the Suns come out and just back in, should we give their coach and say, none of this Clarko talk, we've knocked off 3rd, 4th and 5th, we're obviously building towards what we want to build towards, what he's doing is working, it's taking its time, but he's getting the results, as you're saying, they've beaten 3 top 8 teams.
Yeah, but
Thoughts?
it's an interesting one, Mitch. It is interesting.
Clarko said that he wants to coach a premiership team. Someone who's in that window. They're not there yet.
They've got the talent to build on. They've got a great base. They've got a great team.
To build on. Not that he wants to come in and just take someone over the hurdle.
Yeah, that's Clarko. What kind of bloke he is.
Fair.
Move on to you, mate.
Alright, my 2 things. We'll start with the Mighty Blues. Great win. Finding ways to do it out of the ordinary. Very happy.
Great. I was going to statement that myself, but
I knew I would, so don't worry. Mine, which I am gutted to see, is Jack Silvani. And I'm gutted to see that he didn't get a single coach's vote. Clearly one of the best players on the ground. 20 touches, 40 his ass off, contested all day. What more do you want? He is the ultimate warrior of, I'll just do what I'm told.
Eddie wasn't a fan of his goal. Eddie gave it a 6.
That's rough. But Eddie is the master, so we'll be over Eddie.
Listen to Eddie.
But that one might have been a 6, and that was probably the better goal. But as for the moment, his second goal I reckon was even better. Sealed the game. Put it away. 20 touches, 2 goals. Did what he needed to do. Another little sneaky little mini one I'll come to later because I don't want to go too much on Carlton, but another one. My second point, it's about the Cats.
Okay, let me have it, mate. Let me have it.
How many years do we repeat the same story? Cats, no ruckman. Cats, destroyed in the ruck. Best on ground on the weekend. K Ryder. 10 coaches' votes. Kilgis.
Yep.
Each year, same thing. Went out and got Ziegler, who, best case scenario, is still not top 5 ruckman in the league.
Yeah.
And he's still injured and still hasn't played a game. Address it. Put an offer out there for Tim English. Put an offer out there for someone who's on that do we go, do we not. Rowan Marshall. Essendon are throwing money at him. Why not Geelong?
Not enough money there to throw around, mate.
Stop spending on the retirement home and give you a chance.
Yeah.
That's me. That's my 2.
Yeah.
I'm happy with that.
Do you know what the next segment is, mate?
Next is me tears, mate.
Mitch's tears. Let's go.
Let's go. The tears. Alright. As we stated last week, 2 teams aren't getting mentioned, so we'll skim past them. They're done. They need to be talked about. Bottom tier. The almost done tier. Giants, Dons, Crows, Hawks. Almost done.
Giants with a new coach. Could something interesting happen there?
No.
No?
They're 2 and 7. Done.
Put Adelaide with that on 5, mate.
2 and 7 is different than 1 and 5. You've effectively got to go, what do we got? You're going to play, what? A bye off the 23 rounds, 22 games. Or the 24 rounds, 23 games.
22 games.
Yeah, good. So 22 games. You're going to have to win 12. 11-11 is not getting in. You're going to have to win 12. So that means to get to 12, they need to win 10 of their remaining 13. Are they winning 10 of 13?
We'll move on from that one.
Exactly. Hence, almost done. Giants, Dons, Crows, Hawks. Hurts me to put the Hawks down there. Thought they were going to be something. Thought they were up a couple. I thought they were up in the plucky. I thought they were in the chance to make the 8. And they have continually done the one issue each week, which is where there's just one quarter that hurts them badly.
Too patchy, like the
That's
Cats.
it. Sneaky alive. Sneaky alive. Port and the Dogs.
Yeah.
Port, 0-5 start. Coach came out. He was super confident. Way too confident. Everyone's like, why are you so confident? Such a silly thing to be confident at 0-5. 4 in a row. As you said, you're not happy about it. You know, you knocked off West Coast and North, but you're going to bet who you play.
Exactly right. Big time for them this week. See how they go against the Cats, and that'll be a great test for both teams.
Will be indeed. Dogs, I'm hard on them. Not a fan. And I'm staying hard on them. They had a great win, but they're sneaky alive. I stand by my comment. They're not winning the flag. They're done. They're alive to make the playoffs, sorry, to make the finals, but they're done. Next up, we have exciting. The Suns. It's exciting.
Yeah.
Playing a good brand of footy. It's fun to watch.
Love watching Noel Anderson.
Love watching Marby or Troll.
Big Marby down forward.
Mate, just launches. Now, again, still stands. Been a couple of tweaks to it. Teams have come up and teams have gone down. But elimination final loss at best. And that is the Tigers, which were there last week. The Pies, who were there last week, and the Cats. I'm off them. They've dropped.
Cats.
At the moment,
The best.
they're on the top 6 team in the league. To win an elimination final, you've got to be a top 6 team. They're not top 6. Which leads me into my top 6. Up and down. Can be up and it can be great. Can be down and it can be very, very bad. Swans and the Saints.
Yeah, fair.
Perfect depiction. Saints, you just don't know what you're going to get. Swans are the same.
Big test for Swans this week.
Who they got?
The Mighty Blues, mate.
Mate,
The Lady Blues.
some would say it's too big of a test.
Didn't go that far, mate.
Now, up into the nervous range. They're starting to falter a little. You question it. But I'm going to go with Brisbane and Freo. Nervous. Freo, shaky, not a great result. Brisbane, brought out comfortable winners. First half was very shaky.
Yeah.
I know Charlie Cameron's great. I know he's kicked 4. I know they're the best small forwards in the league. I keep hearing all about it. Hipwood returned. It was good that he returned, got through unscathed. But you can't win without a key forward firing.
Yeah.
Which leads me into our number 1 contenders. New number 1 contenders. They've risen. The lead is starting to creep. It's the Blues.
Are really going off that win, mate?
We are.
You're betting GWS, you've just stated, that is a team that you don't really want to talk about much more.
Yeah,
And you're going to go off after one game and say they've built up and they're premiership contenders.
They were top 4 last week. They were in the top 4 in the tiers. The only switch this week with that is that they've gone up and Brisbane have come down.
Yeah, so I want to see, I'd be waiting until next week to make that call.
I'm happy to lock it in now and watch them play next week, and you'll be like, gee, you made that call and you were correct.
Yeah, I want to see Carlton win. I'm high on Carlton.
Just watch the game then.
But that's Friday Night Footy. Be real, I didn't watch it.
And then, obviously...
No, we're staying here,
Let's stay here with it, let's go.
The Blues,
Yep.
if they don't win this week, they have to go down a tier.
I could argue...
I feel you've jumped too early on this.
I feel like if they lose this week, I'm going to drop them 2 tiers from where they are to the ups and downs. They'll drop down to 5th, 6th in the tiers, team-wise, not tier-wise. But I don't see it happening. You look at the weekend. Out of the game. Also, fun fact for the player. Carlton have 4 players in the top 50 in the league golf again. Very exciting. But so in that though, Paddy Cripps on the weekend went goalless.
Yep, killed a multi, same as Eric Hipwood.
Yep. Charlie Curnow, well held.
Sam Taylor,
Well held.
I'll get to him in a second.
Very well held. still gets a couple. But the story there, no Mackay, no other keepers. Charlie's only kicked a couple. Paddy Cripps hasn't kicked anything. And we've still kicked 100 points for the third week in a row.
Yeah.
It's firing.
Firing.
And then, favourites, Melbourne.
Move on.
Enough said. Over to you, boss.
Okay.
Rolling All Australian. Let's
Rolling
go.
All Australian.
Contentious calls coming. I can feel it.
No changes for me this week.
No change.
No changes, but I'll just run through what I'm feeling with everyone. Whew. Tom Stewart, not a great couple of weeks, but he's going to be at the end of the year.
But it's a rolling All Australian.
It's rolling All Australian. I'm nearly willing to say he is.
It almost sounds like you're not willing to roll.
I'm willing to roll, but he's comfortable in that position.
Okay.
He's comfortable. Stephen May, I'm going to just skip forward. Stephen May, Sam Taylor, Jacob Wiedering. I've got a colour for just the three of them. They're interchangeable, the three of them. But I still feel Stephen May and Sam Taylor are the best two.
I still feel like we watched the game yesterday, and I watched that Jacob Wiedering was better than Sam Taylor.
Jacob Wiedering was playing Harry Himmelberg. Sam Taylor was playing Charlie Kerner.
One rally to team defence.
Sam Taylor's there for me. Sam Doherty is also there with Tom Stewart. He's comfortable. He's playing great footy.
He is playing great footy.
Jaden Shaw.
Shaky.
He's shaky, but...
Don't know what you're thinking, but I'm not a fan at the moment.
Yeah, he's
He's
there.
burning me.
He's there, but he's not one that needs to lift to all or nothing get out of my team.
Yep, that's fair.
James Sicily is with Tom Stewart and Sam Doherty there. Look, he's pretty comfortable sitting there. He's playing great footy.
He's
as
playing
much
great
as he hates me to say. Ed Lang on the wing, same boat. Happy to sit there.
Yep.
Now, with my midfielders, I haven't given any of them that colour.
Yep.
Even though Paddy Cripps and Lachie Neale are definitely that colour, I'm just midfield. There's too many good midfielders in the league.
There is, and we'll get to that later.
Yep. Yeah,
Huge point about that.
Hugh McCluggage, nothing on him. He's just sitting there, same as Jaden Short, same as Zach Bailey, Charlie Curnow, and Charlie Cameron.
Yep.
Tom Lynch in the pocket. He's playing great footy, but
Gee, you hate saying that.
I don't reckon he'll be. I saw a bit of the game. Wasn't anything impressive.
Got off again.
Yeah, but
Another one.
How
many chances can you have at the MRO panel before you finally get a week?
Tommy Lynch, Tom Hawkins, same colour. He's doing his thing. He's getting goal assists. He's kicking goals. He's playing.
He's doing his thing, but can I put it out there that it has to be, as a Geelong supporter, it has to be very frustrating that him and Cameron don't fire the same week. It's all or nothing from one of them.
Yeah. We just need some consistency there.
Gee, that was brief.
Okay.
He's not up and about his cats at the moment, guys.
I've got a new colour.
Yep.
For a couple of my players here, two players. That is, you need to start playing good footy,
Full has pressure.
or you are out of my team in the next week or two.
Yeah, who
If
you
you
got?
don't start playing Isaac Heaney,
That's fair.
he's gone off the map.
He has.
Yeah, okay. You need to start playing if you want to stay in rolling.
No, that's fair.
Gawn's gone from what would have been a green colour last week to more of a no colour at all. Up there with your Hawkins, your Kernos, your Cripps, and
Some would say he's gone missing.
injury, mate. I don't have a problem with it. It's just, yeah, I don't really have a problem with it.
As the old saying goes, when you step out onto the field, you're considered healthy.
Lachie Neale, same as Paddy Cripps, probably should be in green, but it's too many good midfielders.
Hey, I understand.
My next bloke is same as Heaney. He needs to start lifting. There's too many good midfielders. You cannot keep playing like this. Next time you play Badger out of my team, that's Andy Brayshaw.
Has dipped in the last 3 weeks. I know, because I brought him in my Supercoach team 3 weeks ago.
I want to see more because Track is knocking that door.
Oh, I'd be arguing, not for the All-Australian team, but I'd be saying that Will Brodie's putting the pressure on him at the moment.
Yeah.
Taking his footy.
Yep. Bench, Jacob Wiedering, I've talked about him. Jared Witt's on the bench.
Yep. Second best ruckman this year.
Yep.
Continues to do good things.
And then I've got Shai Bolton still.
Yep, I'm happy.
Still playing great footy. And then I've just gone Oliver, who's another one in pink, because he needs to start performing. He hasn't been bad.
He played pretty well on the weekend.
He was alright on the weekend. He wasn't great.
Up into second in the coaches' votes.
Yep. But Petrarca is knocking at that door as well because he's playing great footy.
Yeah, they're mid stacked. What can you do?
Yep. So that's my Rolling Australian.
Like it. Not too many arguments.
Yep.
If I have a brief moment to pause and have a think, who have I got outside of that? I don't think I'm too upset with anything. I think I'm pretty happy.
Move on from that.
Yeah, if I had anything, I'd be having a go up. Yep. So I think I'm pretty happy.
Okay, top 5.
I'll let you go, Ross.
So
I'll hide more from you.
we've been saying that every week's a guessing top 5, but this week I'm not going to do a guessing top 5. They'll be back next week. This one I feel is just going to be better just said.
I'm going with the same theory.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Top 5 commentary moments of all time.
Okay.
And what I look for.
I could almost guess these, but continue. I've got a feeling. Yeah. I know what should be one, and it won't be, but it should be. Continue, sir.
Yeah, can't.
I'll let you have your moment.
Yeah, has to be iconic.
Doesn't get much more iconic than what I'm thinking of.
And I know what you're thinking of. I've got it at 3.
Whoa.
Commentators going off raw emotion.
Yep.
I want to see them not knowing what's coming out of their mouth. They don't know what's coming out of their mouth unless they hear the recording.
I've got 3 that come to mind instantly.
Yeah, and it has to be a big moment in a game.
Yep.
Okay, so I've got some honourable mentions. One that I loved was do a push-up with him on top of you, Jakey, by Brayshaw.
Yep.
We love that one.
We do love that.
And any Dennis Committee moment.
That's fair.
What
a career.
The one thing he didn't have was the raw emotion.
Yeah.
But he captured everything perfectly that I could, and I should make a top 5 Dennis Committee list as well.
Maybe we will.
Maybe one day.
Plenty more to come.
If you want that,
Don't
drop a comment. Okay, at number 5.
Alright. I've got 3 I'm looking for.
Boyd's kicked a goal. Boyd's kicked a goal.
Yep.
And we know what comes next. We're going to try and keep this unexplicit, so we won't say the next word. But
you've gone bang straight out of one of me 3 that I want.
Brian Taylor, brilliant.
Oh.
Brilliant commentary moment. At 4, pains me to say this. Nick Davis.
You star.
No, Nick Davis. I see it, but I don't believe it.
Yes.
You stars at 1. Oh, we shouldn't say that too loud. At number 3, your man, Jalinko, your beauty.
Nice.
Yep. And these are my top 2, and you know I love these 2 moments.
Indeed.
At 2, I've got one that is a 2-piece part. It goes from, it's pissing down here at the G, to Zaharakis.
Yep, there you go.
Zaharakis.
Yeah.
Brilliant. And at number 1, he's kicked the ball out in the grand final, no time left. He's kicked it long, this man. Marked by Big Dean Cox. Dean Cox gone back, booted in there. These blokes come running from 15, 20 metres away.
Pack of 17.
Pack of 17, taking a scram over the pack. Leo Barry, you star.
Yeah.
Seconds, he still has the ball in his hand, the siren goes. It could have been a mark after siren, a goal after siren, but he comes through, takes a huge mark. Leo Barry, you are a star.
Yeah. Like it. Not bad. Not bad at all.
Any other commentary moments that you can think of that you would like to see in there?
Oh. The 3 I wanted were in there, so I was happy.
And what were them 3?
Jeslinko, Boyd, Zaharakis. No, not a commentary moment, but I do enjoy the old heater coming on to Nick Rewalt with a bit of Titanic.
Yeah, that was
not actual commentary, but that's pure beautiful.
That was at my 5 there.
The commentary isn't just quite good enough on it.
Oh, the commentary is brilliant.
It's not quite
Snuck
top 5.
off on him like a librarian. It was at 5. At 5, because then I'm like, boys kick the goal.
Didn't even get an honourable mention, so obviously wasn't there.
Any Dennis moment, mate.
Fair.
And the other one I had there was another Dennis moment. Cometh the man, cometh the moment, the son of the man.
Yeah.
Brilliant. And Dennis is a freak. Let's go. Move on to your top 5.
Top 10.
Oh,
Breaking all the rules today. Because, as we've harped on all year, Jack Steele, not being mean to you, buddy. I know you're going to see it, you're going to be heartbroken. You're not a top 10 midfielder in the game. Deal with it. You're not going to finish top 10 in the points in Supercoach. It ain't happening. I made the call early. You're upset because of injuries. Injuries happen. You have to factor these things in. Say when you're making a season bet. What happens if all of a sudden next week Paddy Cripps goes down?
You're saying Charlie... You said...
What happens next week if Max Gawn goes down for the season? He's not going to finish in the top 5 ruckman.
Exactly.
But I made the call and stuck by it. And I'll put a list you, roughly, in no particular order, 10 midfielders. And I want you to...
And you have put them in order.
They are in a bit of an order, yeah. But it's no particular order. But I want you to just stop me and feel free to point out anyone that you feel like you would pick if you're starting a team, that you'd pick Jack Steele over one of these boys. Patrick Cripps, Clayton Oliver, Lachie Neale, Dustin Martin.
Yes, he's better than Dustin Martin.
He's better than a 3-time...
Dustin, two-way run Martin. I don't even count Dusty as a midfielder. He's a forward more than anything. He's a half forward.
Pretty nice. Game on the weekend from Dusty. Fit right. Yeah. Alright, so I'll give you that. I'll circle Dusty. I'm not gonna... I'll argue all that.
I want current form. If I'm starting a team, like you said at the start,
yeah, that's
if
it.
I'm starting a team, I'm not taking Dusty. I'm taking Steele over Dusty.
I just feel like people who are in that next level tier,
they're playing a king.
There is
playing a king.
There is the star tier. Superstar tier is the next tier up. Limited number of spaces. Next week I'll unveil my 12 superstars of the AFL. Only 12. No more. No less. Someone comes in, someone has to come out. He's earned a little bit of time there. He's allowed to have a couple of down weeks or a couple of down disappearances. Next one. Track.
Yeah. Track is top 3 midfielder in the league.
Andy Brayshaw.
So I'm taking Steele over Brayshaw.
Taking Steele over Brayshaw?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Brayshaw in your All-Australian team at the moment, but Steele wasn't.
Yep.
Okay, so can you elaborate on that, please, sir?
End of the day,
because you're telling me the
Brayshaw's had a really good start, but I'm taking Steele over him.
So you're taking someone... Okay.
Yeah, I'm still taking Steele. I still feel
like I got you there a little bit.
You did, but I still taking Jackie Boy Steele.
Mills.
Steele.
Oh, you can't do that.
Jack Steele.
Alright. Bailey Smith.
Jack Steele.
Over Bailey Smith.
Are you taking the piss?
Alright, I'll allow these.
Sam Walsh is better than Jack Steele, and I'm taking
Oliver Wines.
Now that is an interesting one. Ollie Wines
won a Brownlow medal last year,
but yeah, I still reckon I'd take Steele. You're saying to start up a team, I'm taking Steele.
Taking Steele?
Yeah.
Start up a team?
Yeah.
Took Miller.
I'm going to go with my boy Took. I love Took.
I know you do. Dunkley.
No.
Bond.
I'll let it pass.
McRae.
No. Steele over McRae. McRae super coach, Steele.
Keys. And you love using Keys.
I love Keys, but Steele's just edging him.
Well, that means you're definitely going to say he's better than Chris. Disagree.
Don't even ask, mate.
Sam Walsh.
Love Sam Walsh. Favourite player from another team, but no. It's taking Steele at this stage. Give it next year. Sam Walsh.
To start a team, you're taking Steele over Sam Walsh.
Steele is shown.
No. Okay, so we're sticking by this. We're sticking by the prerogative to start a team by danger.
Nah, Steele's better.
Jedi's hurt you.
Does. But yeah.
Alright, so you're saying if you were to start a team, you would take Steele over Dusty, Brayshaw, Mills, Smith, Wines, Dunkley, Keys, Walsh, Danger, Parrish.
Walsh is the closest to being out of that, but yeah, Walsh is about even. But
yeah.
how many people have I put in front of him?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So he's top 7 in the league.
You're saying he's the 7th best midfielder,
yeah.
if not higher, if you were to start a team. Now I want you to tell me, based on form to this current day, because that's what this whole argument is on.
Career form.
No, form at this current period.
Yeah.
Not picking a team for 10 years.
Yeah.
At this current period, if you're picking a team for next week.
Yeah.
Who do you want in your team? Cripps.
Wait, Steele doesn't have an injury, does he?
No.
No.
I'll live in this fantasy where he's not always injured and not useless.
Nah, Cripps over him.
Exactly. Oliver.
Oliver over him.
Neil.
Anyone that isn't circled is circled. Ask me then. And if everyone that's
So you're happy to accept that Oliver, Cripps, Oliver, Neil, Track, Miller, Bond. You want them to accept that they're all better.
Yeah.
All right. So game next week. We'll put something on this. It's the grand final. You're going in to play against Hawthorn.
Yep.
So you need to win. Are you picking Steele or Dusty?
Dusty because it's grand final.
Thank you. Brayshaw.
Steele.
Okay. Mills.
Back to Brayshaw, I still feel like he's a midfielder too on his team. I still feel that I don't think he's good enough to be the best midfielder on the team at the moment. I don't think he has the star power.
Sorry, I missed one due to
5?
long-term injury. Yeah, 5.
Nah, not at the moment, but 5 would go in the...
Build.
5, I do rate 5 high, but nah, I would go Steele over 5 at the moment.
For both?
Yeah.
Jesus. So you're telling me 5 isn't the top 7 midfielder in the league?
Not at the moment. In years past, yes, but...
Okay. Mills?
Steele.
Smith?
Steele.
Oliver Wines?
Steele.
Dunkley?
Steele.
McRae?
Steele.
Keys?
Steele.
Crisp?
Steele.
Walsh?
Steele.
Danger?
The only thing Danger has over that he would have the want for it, and he would put his body in the line, but at the moment, current form, next week, Steele.
Parrish?
Steele.
So you're effectively willing to admit that based on who you'd pick next week, that he's a top 8 midfielder in the game?
Yep.
I couldn't agree more.
That he is a top 8?
No.
So you couldn't...
I disagree more.
Yeah.
Sorry, my apologies. I would happily... I'll be fair on this, because I combined just a list of who I thought were the best midfielders going around. You know, so there's no one from a couple of teams on there that need not be mentioned on the tiers. They didn't get a mention. I'd take Paddy any day. Oliver, any day for both. Neil, any day for both. Dusty, top 10, current. If I was building for 5 years, wouldn't. Track, better. Brayshaw will be better in 6 months' time. Mills, I'd take him over Steele any day. Smith, I'm not a fan. I don't believe in the hype, but the hype is getting big.
Yeah.
Where there's hype, there's something actually going on. One's Brownlow medalist. Take that over Steele. Took, do not like him, but he's a bloody good footballer. Take him. Wouldn't take Dunkley, would take the Bond, would take Ben Keys. Ben Keys has shown, as you said, you wouldn't take Brayshaw because you don't know if he can lead a midfield. Keys is literally doing it. He's leading a team. A very poor team, but he's trying to drag them up. Crisp, I wouldn't. Walsh, I would. Walsh is better than Jack Steele any other week. Did you watch the game yesterday?
Yep. Move on.
Danger, I'd still take Danger.
Current form, no. He's not playing as he has to.
As I said, your next level of player, they get a little exemption, they get a little time before you write them off. They're not like your young kids, like if, without being rude, if Brayshaw has a couple of bad weeks,
Write him off.
throw him away. Darcy Parish, don't rate at all. Nate Fife, still a gun, want to see what he can do when he comes back.
Yeah.
That's
So,
V10.
Steele, from weeks 2 to 7, went 111, 121, 125, 131, 140, 122.
What did you do week 1?
187. Not
So why'd you skip over that? Who'd they play week 1?
Collingwood.
So average midfield, couldn't get it done.
Last year...
Who's his best scorer against? Give me his 3 best scores and who they're against.
Okay. Best score, GWS.
Yep.
Gold Coast.
Yep.
Hawthorn.
What do all those teams have in common?
You say what you want, I still think he...
Stats!
Last year,
I'm giving you absolute stats, and you hate
last year his season rank was 2.
Yep.
That is hard to argue.
And I successfully have done it.
And the season before that, he was 2. So 2 years in a row, he was the second best midfielder in Supercoach.
Yep.
Okay.
And look at that, he's dropped off a cliff. He was 8th. I'll give him. He was 8th before the week.
Yeah.
So he still wasn't top 2.
Okay. I'm going. We'll go with Supercoach. Okay.
Takes away, boss.
Because while we're talking Jack Steele, I went top 11 for the week, dropped 343 ranks down to 1,706. Lost my lead actually to a bloke that went top 1%. So
I went top 30% and I won both my games.
yeah.
Bang, bang, bang.
So what'll be? I've already told you on my team.
Yep.
Nick Dacos, I've got a clear plan for him that he goes in his bye. He's got the last bye.
Yep.
He will go up to James Sinclair in that bye.
Ooh, can I wait that long?
Yep.
You trust that Jack Sinclair's still playing good football then?
If he's not, I just bring in someone else. It's as simple as that.
Oh, we don't even sound like it was a set plan.
It is at the moment, but things change.
I'm tempted to bring in Sinclair this week for Dacos.
So I might bet Jack Steele obviously got to go this week because of injury, but he will go to Petrarca or Keys at this stage.
That's fair.
Everything else is pretty good down to a talking point of Stephen Caniglio. 37 on the weekend. A lot of people will be trading him out.
Have.
Yeah, I don't want to burn my last boost. And
I've held my boost so far. I've had 2 trades. I'm fairly happy with it. Would you like me to enlighten you?
I reckon they've got West Coast and North coming up very, very soon. As in 2 of the next 3 games. I reckon I'm just going to hold and just pray that the new coach, something can happen.
Do you want a big statement?
What?
New coach comes in and drops it.
Drops Cogs.
And number 4.
Interesting, but okay.
He's polling well, but like in the Supercoach points, yesterday he didn't. And he had no impact on the game. Even when he's polling, like when he's scoring his 85, 90s to 100s, he's not influencing the game.
Yep. Move on to yours, what you want to talk about?
Good, thank you. I've made 2 trades already this week. Considering making the 3rd, what have I done? Alright, it's exciting times. Just downgraded and finally got in Clarky Boy.
Clark's a must-have this week.
Yeah, absolutely. And then the other one is I've done a quick little flip and Cooper Hamilton after strong touches on the weekend against the Blues. He's come onto the field for Rioli because he just burnt me badly with a 7. That's just absolutely putrid. Can't forgive him. But the trade I did make was Cogs is gone. Dusty's in. It's Dusty time.
Lang King.
119 on the weekend, averaging 103. Dusty. And realistically, and that's the one thing I'm actually struggling for. I'm here. I'm happy for you to give me help and suggestions. Enlighten us. Who are the key forwards this year? Not as in key, as in big forwards. Who are the forwards that everyone should be getting? There's 3, maybe 4.
So Josh Dunkley, obviously.
Yep.
I feel like Will Brody's nearly holder at this stage.
Oh mate, he's playing good footy.
Isaac Heaney, we've seen what he can do.
Yep.
Almost keep territory.
Yep.
But I don't want to get another forward in until I see more DPP changes at week 12.
Yep.
Because there's a couple that spring to mind. A couple from Doggies. Bailey Smith might be getting it.
Yep.
And Marcus Bontempelli might be getting it. I'll bring in
Marcus. I'll be bringing Marcus Bontempelli regardless.
Bring him in. Okay. We'll move on. I'm just going to go...
No, before we do that, just a quick little note of Matt Kennedy. Played his 50th game with the Blues on the weekend. 110 points. He was listed 2 years ago. You know I love him. Rate him very highly. 1 year on the rookie list, got promoted this year, back on the senior list. Just quietly signed a 3-year deal throughout the week. Club came to him, didn't argue over the terms, didn't argue over the years, the money, was just rapidly offered a deal, signed it straight away. That's what you want in your club. Not, oh no, this bloke's getting 400, so I should get 450. Or this bloke's getting 600, so I want 620. Just fantastic. Where do I sign? Happy to stay for 3 more years.
Yep. Let's move on to the odds.
The odds.
A couple of marks we need to
What are
look
the
at.
odds?
The Rising Star market.
What do we got?
Dacos favourite, wouldn't buy it. Nick Martin down week, down to 375. I wouldn't be putting too many bets on Rising Star at the moment.
I'm in the same boat. I don't think there's a clear winner. Nick Dacos is the clear winner in the odds, but I don't think he's played good enough footy too. John Newcomb, there's a lot of hype around him, but I'm not one for it. Rochelle's faded after the first few weeks.
Sam Buchanan's snapping to $41, by the way.
Seems Coney, that's huge. Hasn't even got a nom yet. Did you see this week's nom?
Corey Durden.
19 touches, 2 goals. Done a lot of hard work down there chasing. Love him. Bowie, $16. You're only starting to think that has to start coming in.
Yeah, that's the only one I'll be putting money on at the moment would be Jakey Bowie.
But if I was putting money on it, and it'd only be to get it to come in to about $8 and I'd be getting off.
Yeah.
I wouldn't trust to ride that for the season. That's a market I would not advise on at all in any of that.
The Coleman is a market that I want to touch on because I got a call that I hadn't told you.
Alright, go on. Lay it on me.
I think there's only 4 people that can win the Coleman from here.
Alright, I'm looking at the list.
And it's the 4 favourites. I don't think anyone under that can win the Coleman from here.
Alright, I'm going to just scroll down to about 10th and go with none of them can. I'm going to object a little bit and say that there's 5 people who can win it.
Yeah, who's your 5th?
No, I've got one omission from yours and 2 additions.
You don't think Jeremy Cameron?
I do not think Jeremy
He's
Cameron
won
can
it
win it.
before, he kicks big bags, he can do it.
Is he going to get more goals than Tom Hawkins? To win the Coleman, you have to win your club's goal kicking. He's not a better forward than Tom Hawkins.
No one's better forward than Tom Hawkins though.
So therefore you don't think Jeremy Cameron can win it?
I still think he can win it.
So I think
he kicks bigger bags.
I think Tom Lynch can win it, playing crack footy. Hopefully his purple patch doesn't continue because I need someone else to win it. Tom Hawkins can win it. Charlie Curnow, especially now with Harry out. Don't know if it helps or hinders him. On the weekend, I reckon it's hindered him more because he doesn't have that extra help. Doesn't have the 2 being spread, the defenders can collapse on him. So he goes this week. The other 2, Max King, who I believe should realistically employ someone to teach him how to kick and just follow that religiously until he learns. Go play around the world a couple of times and see how he goes.
Matthew Lloyd.
Just someone has to do something with him. And then the other one, I'm putting it out there. So they're me 4. My 5th is the roughie. He's at $10.
Peter Wright.
Peter Wright. 2 metre Peter.
The only one I was considering, but I don't think he plays for S and he can't. I don't think he can do it.
Yeah, but I've watched Feb do it for Carlton and we were terrible.
Yeah.
If you're the only target like he is, he's going to get plenty of opportunities.
Okay, we'll move on to Brownlow, and we did get a comment about Brownlow predictions.
We did.
It's pretty clear. Cripps and Neil out front, both going to pull at least 35 votes this year, I reckon.
I'll go Cripps. I reckon they'll both crack 40.
It's going to be one for the years.
It's going to be huge.
Petrarca will go over 30. Brayshaw I don't trust. Oliver with Trarka I don't trust. I reckon Trarka is more of a flashy player.
Yep.
That gets more votes.
And that's exactly why Mills won't win it.
Mills won't.
No flash.
Walsh has Cripps to contend with. 2 players on not a good enough team. Bailey Smith has way too many midfielders there. And I think after that, let's just get in.
So then I'll throw it to you, since we did get inquired about this. And we're more than welcome to any suggestions, comments, feedback. Get it in there. Prediction? Who's winning it? Just straight up, one person who's winning it.
So I've got to go Cripps at this stage.
I agree.
But Neil will be knocking on that door.
He will be. Now I want you to go someone not in the top 5 in the odds, so can't go Cripps, Neil, Petrarca, Brayshaw, Oliver. Outside of that, who is a realistic roughie who you think's actually a chance at winning it?
Ben Keys.
Not bad, Ben Keys. I'll throw out there that if I was going to be throwing money around just on someone randomly, that they could, it would be Duke Miller. Because you say they're not going to win enough games. If they win 8, 9 games, he's going to poll the 3 in most of them. He'll poll the 1s and 2s in losses. He is consistently leading that midfield.
Yeah.
He'll only, that's what, he's going to need the 2 balls he's going to need Cripps and Neal to slow down. Everyone needs them to slow down. If they get to 40, no one's getting near them. But if those boys finish around 30, could see a charge late. So, I'm sure.
No.
Quick little sneaky peek at the VFL.
We don't need to look at the VFL.
Casey Demon's $3.25 favourites. Actually, that's one we didn't look at. We didn't look at the flag.
Yep. Next year, US coach. Clarkson's $4.
Where did you find that in the specials?
No, I just came up in mine.
Oh.
Lake Carousel at $18.
AFL season multis.
See?
Melbourne at $8 to break the record for most consecutive games won. Record is 24.
How many have they got?
9 plus however many they won down last year. How many Bowies won?
So, through to round 18, 2022.
So let's have a quick squeeze at this. North, Freo, Sydney, Collingwood, Brisbane, Adelaide, Geelong, Port. Realistically, you've got Geelong, Brisbane and Freo to worry about. There's a chance they're going to do that, because they don't play the Blues until round 22.
Yeah. It's...
Mind you, if you have a quick little squeeze at their last 4 rounds, even their last 5, Dogs, Freo, Collingwood, Carlton, Brisbane.
Oh, I think...
Could be teams that are in the finals, or in and around finals though. They're going to be prepped come finals time.
Yeah. They'll have to lose one of them, I reckon.
Yeah, surely. Where are we? I want my AFL
Premiership winner. Melbourne at 240. Brisbane at 550. Carlton at 13 as
huge.
As with Freo, Geelong, Sydney.
We're in the 3rd favourite.
Equal 3rd favourite.
It can be equal all you want it to be. We're the first team listed. I don't care if it's alphabetical. We'll take it. No, that's a fierce top 2, isn't it?
Yeah.
And if you're a betting man, I'm not saying I am, or you have to be, that's what you look for. You look for something outside of Melbourne and Brisbane, because that's where your money is.
Yeah.
The odds in those 2 are too tight, and there's too far in the season to go for a slip up. All it takes is one slip up come finals time, and those 2 play each other in a prelim.
Yeah.
Takes one slip.
Yep. Okay. Move on just to our random talk.
Oh,
So,
what else we got?
So I've got a couple of topics that I've seen throughout the week on social media, but I'm just going to do something I did kind of last week. Named a grub from each team.
Yeah, nice.
I'm going to do my all-time 22 nicknames.
I like it.
I will miss some.
Yeah, it's bound to happen.
So
if we do, chuck your favourite one in the comments.
Yeah, chuck your favourite nicknames down in the comments. If you don't understand or you don't know who a player is, you tell me, Mitch.
I will.
Okay, starting in the back pocket, the Lizard.
Who's the Lizard?
Nick Blakey. Runs like a lizard, mate.
Yeah, that's fair. I have heard that.
Sauce.
Gee, his neck's terrible.
Sauce, fullback.
Yep.
Great nickname. Domsey, back pocket.
Domsey.
Tom Lonigan. Would get horrendous doms after footy training pre-season.
Yeah, yep, that makes sense. I was just thinking it was a shit name, someone named Dom.
No.
I like it.
Moving the half back line, the flying doormat.
Yep, Brucey Dook.
Spud.
Yep.
Man. And Mr. Football.
Mr. Football, nice.
Centre line, got Lethal.
Yep.
Diesel.
Yeah, good.
Push up.
Yes.
Starting at half forward, we got... I've gone with 6 tall. I know. It's a very tall forward line, we'll say that. At half forward line, we've got the Macedonian Marvel.
Yep.
We got Duck, or the King.
Yeah, I'll go Duck again, my
Yeah. Sorry, I've got a few. 3 that I've got that have...
I like it. I like more than my nickname. Means
4, actually.
Means you're popular enough to have more than my nickname.
We got God. Gary Butt Senior. It's called God.
Sorry, my brain went to KD from the NBA trying to call himself God the other day. I was like, you can't be doing that to me.
No. And Garrett Senior is known as
Yeah, no, I'll accept that. That's fine.
G-Train.
Yes. Had his birthday the other day.
Yep. And next one, there is not a more iconic footy nickname than Plugger.
Four.
Plugger. Out of full forward. You're a tourist player, you're running at full forward, your name's a Plugger.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. You give me the context, I'll accept it. There is a lot of local...
Caden McDonald has a song named Back Pocket Plugger.
Yeah.
Plugger is a big name around.
Yep.
Gabe, Tomahawk. Cool nickname.
Yep.
This is what I just changed this morning. My ruck.
Yep.
So I wanted a ruck. I went with Spider this morning.
Yes.
Spider Burton, but I've changed it.
Spider Burton, Spider Everett.
Spider Burton. There's both of them named Spider.
Spider Everett. Iconic.
Yeah. To Sausage.
Yeah, mummy.
The big mummifier. Sausage.
He's a big boy.
We got the Wizard.
Yep.
And then we got another one from the Cats who had two nicknames. Actually changed his name legally for 24 hours to one of these nicknames.
Yes.
You know who I'm talking?
You talking Maxi Rook?
No.
No? He's not Maxi Rook.
I'm talking Gary Hocking.
Oh.
Buddha. Known as Buddha Hawk. Look up Buddha Hawk.
I'm looking up Maxi Rook because I reckon you've missed one.
Nah, Maxi Rook.
Maxi Rook changed his name.
Yeah, he changed his name officially.
Yeah.
But Max isn't a really nickname. Buddha. And he changed his name to Whiskers for 24 hours as an advertisement. Went by Buddha and Whiskers.
That's fair. That's
Two pretty good nicknames. On the bench, I got Buddy.
Yep.
Pretty good nickname.
Thanks, buddy.
I got Belush or the Fevolution. Take your pick.
Belush.
I got Sticks.
Yeah. Oh, that's a great nickname.
I've got the King of Geelong or Fat.
Just the fat.
And at my Medi sub, I got the Package.
Package. Yeah, right.
Anything I've missed there?
No, I'm pretty happy. Pretty happy with that.
Any other nicknames below?
Yeah, drop him. Did he not? I still can't get Maxi Rook. I swear he changed his name.
Yeah, he did change his name. He's
Mind you, his actual name is
Jared.
Maxwell Rook.
Yeah.
But I swear it must have been him I was thinking of. Like, I knew one of the Geelong players changed their name.
Nah, it was Buddha Hocking. AFL player changes to nickname. We'll see if it comes up from that. No. So, Buddha Hocking. So yeah, so he did it for the advertising campaign. Of Whiskers.
Yeah, unreal.
Unreal. Just a big sneaky V photo there with the cup too. What a man.
Yeah, what a man. That's fair.
Okay. Move on to things I've seen throughout the week. Phil Davis. Someone's come out and said Phil Davis should be CEO?
Completely agree. AFL CEO, lay it on me. 3-point plan.
3-point plan, the fixture. No double up matches.
What does he mean by that? Explain to me.
I don't know what he means by that.
He means no matches played at the same time.
I don't mind that.
I believe.
Yeah.
Could be wrong. That's my interpretation
That's
based on what else
very hard to do.
It'd be great for the game.
Yeah. 26 home and away rounds.
Love it.
Don't mind it. And quarter durations to be 18 minutes.
Hey, everyone's wanting these seasons shortened. I'm for lengthening it.
Yeah.
You're getting paid, they want more money, play more games. Shorter minutes, it's fine by me.
Mid-season trade period, we're both high on that.
Huge.
And private ownership for clubs.
Completely agree, why not?
Yeah, we'll move on from that.
On that though, I completely agree that they are three great things. I actually think he'll go into a role like that once he is done.
Yeah.
He's that kind of brain.
I reckon this will be his last year in the AFL. And I reckon he might go under someone to kind of shadow for a year what the CEO has to do.
Yep.
And then from there he'll probably take over in a couple of years.
So on the topic, just of, since we are bringing up things, and I've got a few things I've noted down, but...
Mitchie for CEO, by the way?
No. First thing I'd do is get rid of any notion of a nighttime grand final.
Oh, shocking.
3 p.m. Bring it back.
At the G, it's got to be
Yeah.
daytime.
Sorry, I'm not one for the G. I'm one for quite simply give it to the home team.
Nah, see, it's iconic at the G. You know?
It might be iconic, but we play all season to earn a home grand final. And if that means that the Cats host a grand final down in a small stadium that can't fit half the people in, what more advantage can they have than that?
Yeah, but we can't even get finals there. We can only get enough home
Nah,
away games, so...
just wait, Phil Davis, he might make it happen. Next point I actually wanted to make about this was because we're on the topic of how the league is run. He sure came out and made the comment that if he had to pay a membership to be a part of the AFL Players Association, wouldn't pay it.
Because they aren't vocal enough.
Just reactive. They don't come out and demanding. So much is changing in the game. They're not coming out and saying, well, we want this, or we want this, or can we have this explained, can we have this? Just sit back and, oh no, we're upset about it. Nothing gets done. Do you want to go next, or do you want me to keep going?
You can keep going.
Alright. It's not even what I've screenshotted, it's what's just really getting me frustrated. Can the new CEO come in, whoever it is, take the message, come in, fix the bloody MRO. Fix it. It doesn't need to be a separate body. It should be sanctioned by the AFL, for the AFL. You don't need all this tribunal, all this lawyers, all this crap. Get someone in, enforce exactly what you're telling the umpires, enforce that as the exact same thing come the MRO, because you look at it this week and we've got a bloke's been offered 2 weeks for a tackle that was a tackle.
And then she's got away with it.
Lynch has got away, and I didn't know who the player was from West Coast. They only got a week for a stupid bloody bump where they deliberately chose to bump and they got the bloke high. But because that was assessed, they were both, the tackle and the bump were both assessed as careless conduct. A tackle's a tackle. You're tackling him. It was an unfortunate incident. It wasn't a sling tackle, it was just unfortunate. But because it's high impact, it's 2 weeks, versus an intentional bump that's graded as careless conduct, and medium impact and high, like medium high impact, like as in high contact, medium impact, 1 week. We've been trying to get rid of the bump for 3 years. This is something you should be banning for 3 weeks. Not 1. A tackle, I am sorry the bloke got hurt. No one wants to see anyone get hurt. I don't want to see Jack Steele hurt. I'd much prefer him to be out there every single week and still not making the top 10. It would be a lot more entertaining. Fix it.
Okay.
And on that, very, very happy. It happened after we filmed, I believe, last week that Lewis Young got off. Very happy he got off because that was just absolutely atrocious.
Okay. I've seen something that there's a bid for a $1 billion MCG development.
I've seen it.
Okay. They haven't told us anything they want to do with that. Let's talk what we would want to see with that $1 billion. $1 billion.
Mate, as you know, me and you, both huge into our American sports. You mainly the NFL. That's enough, we'll stop there. I'm a big NBA fan, but NFL, they have privately owned teams worth billions. Millions, if not billions. We've started seeing over there $1 billion facilities. They are beautiful. So if we're going MCG into it, $1 billion, the minimum is some sort of retractable but clear roof.
Yep. But not to disturb with the natural serenity of the skyline of the G.
Yep.
Has to stay the same. We can't do anything with the lights or anything.
No, it has to be crystal clear, like through the top. Just something that makes it not a dome, as in an indoor field, but something that can just make it pristine in every condition.
Yeah, like so they can play cricket in.
Yeah, exactly.
Once a day starts raining, we want them out there. So.
Exactly. 5 days of test match, no interference. MCG is used year round for so many things. Next, 360 degree wraparound NFL style scoreboard. Electronic. Whole way around the top tier, whole way around. I want replays, scoreboards, the whole way around. Exact same as the Rams do.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Need it. I want something that's contemporary and has not just your footy oval, but I want gardens inside, pristine, clean. Throw me some stuff like that. Make it good for the environment. I don't want it to subtract from the eye line. As you're saying, that is the iconic.
Line.
Yeah, I've already seen a sketch for what could potentially happen, and the light towers don't move. They're incorporated. They need to be. For me, I just want that pristine scoreboard.
Yeah.
What do you want?
So, just going, because Geelong has some state-of-the-art facilities there. You can see into
With their 7 seats, yes.
Yeah. You can see into the rooms. There's a view of into the rooms where you can see them warming up.
Yep.
I'd love to see that incorporated somehow, where there can be 100, 200 people just go stand there, blocked off by a wall, just watching train.
So like what you're saying is effectively like what the cricket have led the way in for years.
Yeah.
Exactly at the MCG, but that's outside the stadium.
Yeah.
You can sit and watch the people warm up and bat, take throwdowns.
Yeah.
Brett, I want that to be enclosed.
Yeah.
That should be part. I want the stadium entrance moved back 30 metres the whole way around to bring all this activity into the stadium. Still allowed to have rain, all you need in those sort of areas, but bring that in so it can be a entertainment venue environment. You're not just coming for the 2 hours of the game, you're coming for 6-7 hours of entertainment. I know exactly what you're saying, I don't know how you do it, but I want to see it.
Yeah. I want something that can commemorate every grand final ever. If it's just a wall of pictures.
Yep. That's fair.
Or if it's just a case that wraps around the G. It's like a case as wide as this table with just a mini statue or something. So, Jaslenko grand final.
Yeah.
It's Jaslenko with a title. Just little plaque there with the score. Yep. Nice white plaque. Both teams, the year, the date, the stadium crowd with that. Just that. Jaslenko taking his mark.
Yep.
Wayne Harms knocking the ball back in. Paul Chapman kicking the goal. Malcheski kicking his goal. Just something from every, just wrapping around a little statue to commemorate that. Something iconic moments from Boxing Day tests.
A tribute to what's come before.
Yeah, a tribute that we can keep continuing to add to every year.
Yeah, and so I'm going to add a couple more things that I want. Ticket prices not to go through the roof. The price of a beer and a pie to come down.
Yeah.
Because it's ridiculous.
And a statue of Neil Danaher has to go in there. Get it done.
Yeah.
This man, we're about to go into another Queen's birthday long weekend soon. Beanies are out. We might have to get them for next week. Beanies.
Brilliant idea. Great cause, great man.
Bring them in. I'll be getting mine some stage throughout the week if I can find it. But it's great cause. Yep, they're at Coles.
Get yours.
He's done so much for the cause, so much for footy. This is something that's going to happen every year. When he goes, it'll be his very sad day, but this is going to continue for years. They're not going to stop the ice bath challenge thing they do just because he's gone.
Exactly.
He's changed the game in lots of ways, and I think he should be commemorated.
Done a lot for it outside of that as well, as in just purely football-wise for the game.
Yeah, exactly.
What he's doing now is just phenomenal.
So I'd like to see that.
It's really good when I screenshot things, just moving off that somber note. It's really good when I screenshot things, and they're the exact things that you mentioned. Like Phil Davis, CEO.
You screenshot that too, yep.
Yep. What else do I screenshot? Phone doesn't want to move. Phone's on the green. The other thing I screenshot was the MCG.
Yep.
Alright, come back then. Well, apparently I went back all the way through my photos. Bear with me. And have you got, boss?
I think that's it from me. That's it.
Nothing else from you in this segment?
No, I've said me two big things.
Bear with me then. So the other thing I had was Jack Steele obviously getting injured. Alright, so I just wanted to throw this to you. So I've got here, I believe it's Matty Richardson's Team of the Week. So I just want to throw this and just throw it out there and you just tell me whether they're in your team, on the verge of it, or they've played a good game, but move them on.
So he's rolling All Australian.
No, this is just team of the week.
Team of the week.
So I want you to tell me whether they're in your team.
Team of the week. Yeah.
No. In your rolling All Australian team.
Yep.
So whether this bloke's playing a good game still in your team, whether he's on the verge of coming in if he keeps playing well, or whether this is a one-off good week and you're never going to see him again.
Yep.
Tom Stewart.
He's in there.
Jacob Wiedering.
He's on the bench.
Callum Wilkie.
One time.
Won't be seen again. Caleb Daniel.
He's not about to come in, but he's one that could come in.
Cool. Sam Taylor.
He's there.
Nick Blakey.
He's going to have to play some really good football, but I wouldn't rule him out like I would Callum Wilkie.
That's fair. Took Miller.
Could come in the tank at some stage. On the verge. Possibly.
I'm assuming that's how you say his name too, because I really struggle with
Took.
it. I really struggle with that word. Lockie Neal.
In the tank.
Bailey Smith.
This is one. Does he play wing? I don't know.
I'd say he does.
Then he probably comes in from McCluggage.
I'd say he probably does play wing. I don't know the breakdown or the percentages, but they've got that many midfielders. Someone has to be forced out somewhere else.
Yeah. So
And he is out of all their midfielders, he's the one who actually drives that run.
yeah. So he probably is there instead of McCluggage. Actually, I've just
Huge.
Yep. Yeah.
McCluggage 4 last week.
Yep. But
Huge.
Ed Langdon's there, been the best, and Bailey Smith's probably been a little bit bigger than McCluggage.
Right, can you be out on Blazer roll again?
Yeah.
Adam Treloar.
Nah, won't see him again. Too many dogs midfielders.
I'll go one step further. Not good enough. Good game, move on.
Just wait, can I say one more
Of
thing?
course you can, give opinion.
How good was it that Collingwood were paying a man to get best on ground against him on the weekend?
Oh, mate. Unreal.
That, we'll move on from that and go back to...
Nah, that's top coming up tonight. Mabia Shoal.
Going to take a lot for him.
It is, but he played pretty good game on the
He
weekend.
played good. Oh, it's not one that I say we can never hear from again, but he's not going to be a top 3 key forward at the end of the year, I don't think.
That's fair. I reckon you're going to have 4 key forwards by the end of the year.
I don't think he'll be top 4 either.
I don't think he will be either, but I reckon you'll have 4 by the end of the year. I reckon the key forwards, this is their year. Now, this is my point. I don't know how it escaped the coaches. Team of the week. Half forward flank. Jack Silvani. He's in team of the week. Didn't get a coach's vote. Not a single vote. Not even the one from either coach. Ridiculous. Jack Silvani, how's it going to go for your team?
Never mentioned again. Never mentioned again.
I reckon you'll get another mention if each week I'm going to bring up the team of the week and challenge it. Keep you honest. Because I do like your All Australian team. Tom Papley.
He's one that he has the capability to do it.
Missed a lot of footy early, but
Yeah.
we are only early in the season.
Yeah. Toby Grant, I think, is the one that's missed footy that can still make a run at it.
I reckon Tom Papley's just as good a footballer.
He's a good footballer, but I don't think he's played enough games to be there.
We'll see. Tom Lynch.
Yeah.
Will he be there come the end of the year?
Nah, he'll punch someone in the back of the head.
He'll get off too.
Yeah, I hope he will.
Charlie Cameron.
Yeah, he's in my team.
For Brisbane's sakes, he has to be.
Yeah.
He's their forward line now.
Yeah.
Like, look at me. I'm the forward line now.
Yeah.
Alright. In the ruck, destroyed his opponents on the weekend. How do you ride it?
Yeah. See, I thought he was played more of a forward role than a ruck role.
And him being in the team allows him to do different things.
Yeah.
But I find the issue with me for him is I feel like he's playing like his best footy now.
Yeah.
And he needed to do it 10 years ago.
Yeah.
I feel like he's only got 8 good games in him a year now because his body's not going to allow it. Callum Mills?
Well,
You've already told me you rate Jack Steele higher than him, which is atrocious.
yeah, Callum Mills could be there now that Jack Steele's injured.
Oliver Wines?
He'll be talked about again, but I don't think he's going to play I don't think he's going to have a season like he did last year.
Put him on a roll, you never know. They get rolling, someone's going to be their best midfielder. Or is it still Boak? Is Boak still the best midfielder after all these years?
Boak was atrocious on the weekend.
On the bench, Brad Crouch.
Yeah, he's one that could be sent in that team, but he won't be sent in my team.
That's fair. Don't rate. Josh Kelly.
Yeah, interesting. We'll be sent in that team again, but I don't think he won't get in my team.
Him or Textile? Didn't have him on my list.
Still,
Sam Walsh.
has the possibility to do both. Does have the possibility of breaking the team. He's going to have to play some bloody good football, but
He has started off pretty well. Not amazingly, but
not all Australian calibre at the moment.
did miss a few.
He's scored a 40.
We do often forget the fact that he did come back early from injury, returned 3 weeks prior to what he was meant to, and is building into a nice season. And then the other one who made the old team of the week, the big old Toby Nankervis. I think we can both agree that we won't see that one again.
Guys.
One of the rare enforcers still in the league though.
Yep.
He's an enforcer.
Anything else from you, Mitchy boy?
Anything else from me? What am I looking forward to this week?
What am I looking forward to this week? What am I looking for? I always get the fixture up. See what's happening.
It's like he hasn't even looked at
Carlton
it.
Sydney prime time. Looking forward to it.
Hey, I'm excited.
I'm very excited for prime time. Carlton Sydney.
I'm excited now. I'm excited tomorrow for it. It's what I'm excited for.
Yeah.
I'm excited for the teams on Thursday. Because Carlton finally aren't playing on a Sunday. Had a lot of Sundays in a row there.
Thursday night teams are what you wait for. I was sitting there waiting to do an assignment at uni, a quiz. I only had half an hour to do it. And I had to wait till the footy teams were announced so I didn't get pissed off during my quiz.
See? I understand it. But I sat there the last couple of weeks going, extended squad. Extended squad. What's happening?
Yeah.
I'll know Thursday night how we're looking for the game. At this stage, I'm happy. I've already done my tips for the week. I'm happy. I reckon we'll win by 17. I'll say it here on the body. 17 points.
Can't buy 8 for me.
Cool. He's got the Blues. I like it. I'm excited for it though.
And that's all that really excites me for the week, to be honest. Toby Green's have a big game against West Coast. Come on.
Poor. The Giants need to have a big game against West Coast.
I reckon they will go big. And I'm excited to see if Gold Coast, like I said, top 8 killers, could they kill Doggy's season?
That's a huge call. I love it.
We'll end on that note. That is one. Gold Coast win this week. Dogs are in trouble. Dogs are in real trouble.
No, don't back down. Suns win this week. You won't see the Dogs on the tiers next week if they do. They're done.
I won't go that far, but I'll say if Suns win this week, we got to start talking about them as a legitimate contender for our finals.
Yeah. Yep. Completely agree.
We'll go with that, and that's it for me.
That's it for me.
Okay, week 2 done and dusted.
That's it.
Comments down the comment section below because we know this is on YouTube.
That's it.
Blokes talking footy.
Blokes talking footy.
So yeah,
See you next week.
see you next week. Okay, so something that we'll just tell them. This is after recording. We just remembered, so we forgot.
Yeah.
But we'll just quickly add this.
Little
in.
extra bit for you.
Yeah, we'll add this somewhere in the middle, or just maybe then. We just might just chuck it in the end. 'Cause why not?
Yeah, that's it. Throw it at the end. A bit of little bonus content, a little Marvel style. Slip it in after the credits.
Warple.
Whoople. What is it?
Everyone knows what Wordle is. Yeah. So Warple, 8 failed players. You get 8 guesses. You get all this information on them. We'll read it out loud as it goes. So this is the Monday the 16th Warple, by the way. So it won't be any spoilers for you. Guess 1. So I reckon we go Victorian Club.
Oh, I don't like going to Victorian Club.
So I like going Victoria Club because that is the heart. So we need that can tell us Victoria or it's different state. We need to go someone with a median number. So a number in the 20s.
Yep. Alright.
and that's all that I really matter.
No, you got to put more into this. How many teams in Victoria have blue in them?
Yep, lots.
More than half.
So
So I don't want blue.
So I want blue because I want to know if they got blue on them.
No, I want distinguishing features.
I want to have no. So I always go Hawkins personally.
Oh, go for it.
We'll type in Hawkins. If I can spell this correct. Tom Hawkins. Oh, it's a bit loud, but so we have figured out from here that it is a Geelong player. It's from Victoria.
Makes sense being a Geelong player if they're from Victoria.
Not a forward.
Not a key forward.
Not a forward because that was
not a forward at all, but we were to put in a key forward.
debut was 2007 onwards, but is within 3 years.
So 8, 9, 10.
Is over 198 centimetres. I think I know who it is.
Yep. And
he's under
33. All three of those are in yellow, so debuts in 08, 09 or 10, 199, 200 or 201, age of 30, 31 or 32. Number is lower than 26, which effectively means the number is lower than 23 because it's not highlighted in yellow.
Ray Stanley. That was very easy. This will be our longest segment most weeks.
And that's how you do it.
This is why we go Hawkins.